Hi, my name is Arnel, and I'm the creator of Arnel's Originals gluten-free baking mixes. In 1996, we had two daughters, age 4 and 6, that were covered with eczema, didn't sleep through the night, skinny little girls. Something was wrong, and I had to figure out what it was because the cortisone shots and creams the doctor was giving me just was not okay. So a very wise woman suggested that I put them on an elimination diet. So I did, and I removed 11 of the top allergen foods and discovered that they had sensitivities pretty substantial to a fair amount of those particular allergens. The biggest one was wheat. At the time, I never heard of the word gluten, so all I knew about wheat. So it's been a huge learning curve, and it's just been about close to 20 years that we've been eating gluten-free and, you know, trying to feed these skinny little girls. So I baked, and I have a science background. So I tried to learn about the properties of each flour and what they did, and when I combined them, what reaction it would have. So the first mix I came up with, and I was doing this purely to feed my family, not for any other purpose. It was this organic buckwheat bread mix. It took me about 8 years until my girls and my husband gave me the thumbs up, because a lot of the other stuff was terrible. You know, a lot of things in the garbage. It's not easy. So what happened with this bread mix, which I love the most, is that you can take a piece of this bread, and I should tell you that I made this bread yesterday, so this is a day old. But have you ever seen a gluten-free bread that you can bend and you can tear and you can eat, soft as could be? And what's amazing about it is that you could lightly toast it, make a sandwich, and eat it 8 hours later. So good. It lasts a week on the counter, months in the freezer. I don't recommend the refrigerator. Refrigerators tend to dry foods out. The next mix I'll talk about is the all-purpose flour mix. This one is generally could make almost anything flour makes. You see some oatmeal raisin cookies here that are so good, and it makes amazing pie crusts. Here's just a torte that I made just to show on camera. It's a little difficult, I'll just put it down low, but crunchy and just amazing. This mix is my pancake mix. It has organic brown rice and organic buckwheat flour and organic flax meal. What I wanted to achieve with this mix is amazing taste, great texture, and lots of nutrition. I didn't want empty carbohydrates. So this particular mix has no starch at all. No tapioca starch, no corn starch, just protein flours with a little baking powder and a little sea salt. Then I wanted to create a cake mix that you can make any flavor you want. So you're going to see here is a chocolate cake with a nut butter topping. You see a vanilla cake with jam spread on top, and you see a spice cake here with cloves and cinnamon, and it's just topped with a little confectionate sugar that I use that has a tapioca flour with a ground up sugar. This mix, this bread mix, the large one makes 6 loaves of this bread, and the small one makes 1 loaf. This large all-purpose flour has 15 cups of flour. You can virtually make 15 pie crusts, single pie crusts, or as many cookies and lemon bars and scones and biscuits as you'd like. Also banana bread and zucchini bread and pumpkin bread. This pancake mix, this makes enough pancakes for 6 hungry people. This happens to be 2 hungry people. So if you multiply that by 3, that's how much you get in here. I love to mash a banana and sometimes stick some walnuts in there, so I mashed a banana for this. But these are, again, servings for 2, and the recipe's on the back. This 5-pounder has servings for 34 people. So, and put in the freezer, any of these last a lot longer than their 1-year expiration date from the time of production. This small mix, because it has no sweetener at all, it's equivalent to a 2-pound mix of anything that's on the shelf in the store, because 50% of a cake mix is sugar. So this one mix makes a double 9-inch layer cake, which, you know, you'll see on the cake mix, we made a lemon cake. And this one makes a full sheet cake. It's 5 pounds. What was important to me about making these mixes and feeding my children who happen to have celiac disease, as I do, was that I just made the best possible quality I could. So they're all certified organic. They're all certified non-GMO project verified. And of course, they are absolutely certified gluten-free. We fuss so you can enjoy. So if you have any questions about any of this, you can email me and I will call you back or email you back. Thank you so much. I hope you get to try them.
Subscribe now to receive gluten-free tips, tidings, and trends from Arnel.
Wow.